Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Young and the Restless channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that the countdown toward heartbreak may have already begun. And for Holden Novak and Claire Newman, the future suddenly feels far less certain than either of them ever imagined. What once seemed like the beginning of an exciting romance is now slowly becoming overshadowed by growing differences, hidden loyalties, and dangerous conflicts that neither of them can simply ignore. Although they have fought hard to reach this point together, love alone may not be enough to withstand the powerful forces beginning to pull them in opposite directions. Every relationship reaches a moment when trust is tested, and for Holden and Claire, that defining moment may be arriving much sooner than expected. The signs are subtle at first, almost easy to dismiss, but beneath the surface, emotional cracks are beginning to spread. If those fractures continue to grow, they could ultimately destroy everything the couple has worked so hard to build. Their journey has never been an easy one. From the very beginning, Holden and Claire found themselves battling obstacles that constantly threatened to keep them apart, even though the chemistry between them was impossible to deny. Every stolen glance, every meaningful conversation, and every quiet moment together hinted at a connection that neither of them could fully explain. Yet that undeniable attraction came with heavy baggage, particularly because of Holden's mysterious past in Los Angeles. The secrets surrounding that chapter of his life created an invisible wall between them, leaving Claire questioning whether she could truly trust the man she was beginning to fall for. Time and patience eventually allowed those doubts to soften, and little by little, Claire chose to believe that the future mattered more than the mistakes and mysteries of the past. After everything they endured, it finally seemed as though they had reached calmer waters. But peace in Genoa City rarely lasts for very long. Just as one obstacle faded into the background, another emerged with even greater consequences. Holden had been searching desperately for stability, hoping to build a future that wasn't constantly defined by uncertainty or financial struggles. Then, during the events of the July 9th episode, an opportunity unexpectedly appeared when Kane Ashby offered him a position at Chancellor. For Holden, the offer represented far more than just another job. It symbolized a fresh start, a chance to establish himself professionally, earn a steady income, and finally create the kind of secure future he had been chasing for so long. Filled with optimism and genuine excitement, Holden couldn't wait to share the news with Claire, believing she would celebrate this important milestone right alongside him. Instead of the enthusiastic support he had imagined, however, he was met with immediate concern, as Claire warned him that accepting Kane's offer could turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes of his life. Claire's reaction wasn't born out of jealousy or selfishness, but from a deep sense of fear, rooted in everything she had witnessed. Her distrust of Kane Ashby runs deep, fueled by the chaos surrounding the artificial intelligence scandal and the bitter war that continues to rage between Kane and Victor Newman. In Claire's eyes, Kane represents danger, manipulation, and the kind of conflict that inevitably destroys everyone standing too close to it. She fears Holden is stepping directly into the center of a battle that could consume him before he even realizes what's happening. But Holden sees the situation through a very different lens. Rather than accepting Claire's version of events without question, he reminds her that Victor Newman is hardly an innocent victim in this complicated feud. Victor managed to gain control of the AI program and used it as a weapon to devastate Kane's company, proving that neither side can honestly claim the moral high ground. Holden refuses to view the conflict in simple terms, believing the truth is far more complicated than Claire is willing to admit. There is another important reason Holden feels comfortable accepting the position, one that Claire seems unable to overlook in the heat of the moment. Although Kane extended the job offer, Chancellor itself belongs to Lily, who has recently been revealed to be Holden's sister. From Holden's perspective, this opportunity is about more than simply working under Kane's leadership. It is also about strengthening a family connection he never expected to discover and building a future alongside someone who shares his blood. That emotional significance makes the opportunity even more meaningful, giving Holden yet another reason to embrace the new beginning standing before him. Watching Claire dismiss his excitement so quickly feels unexpectedly painful, especially after everything he has struggled through to reach this point. He isn't simply accepting a paycheck. He is embracing hope, stability, and the possibility of finally belonging somewhere. Considering how desperately he needs both financial security and professional purpose, Claire's harsh criticism risks taking away one of the happiest moments he has experienced in quite some time. Eventually, emotions cool enough for Claire to reconsider her initial reaction. Realizing how much this opportunity means to Holden, she decides that she will do her best to support his decision, even if her concerns remain firmly planted in the back of her mind. On the surface, that promise appears to restore peace between them, allowing the couple to move forward together without reopening the argument. Yet beneath those reassuring words lies an uncomfortable uncertainty that refuses to disappear. Support given through lingering doubt often proves fragile, and relationships built on fragile foundations can quickly begin to crumble once new pressures emerge. Claire may genuinely want to stand beside Holden, but every new development involving Kane or Victor will likely reopen the fears she has desperately tried to suppress. The question is no longer whether conflict exists between them, but whether their love is strong enough to survive the conflicts that are still waiting around the corner. As this storyline continues unfolding, what seems like a simple disagreement over a new job could easily evolve into something much more devastating. Holden's new role places him dangerously close to the escalating battle between Kane Ashby and Victor Newman, a conflict that continues to grow more complicated with every passing day. Instead of remaining safely on the sidelines, Holden may soon find himself directly involved in events capable of changing countless lives. The closer he becomes to Kane's inner circle, the more impossible it will be to separate his personal life from the dangerous business unfolding behind closed doors. Claire's fears may soon become more than anxious speculation, as Holden's responsibilities place him squarely in the middle of a war neither of them can control. Every step he takes toward his promising future may simultaneously become another step away from the woman waiting for him. The danger grows even greater because Holden possesses knowledge that very few people have. He knows the complicated history surrounding Matt Clark and the identity known as Mitch Bacall. Information that could become absolutely crucial as Kane works to uncover the full truth behind Victor's secret operations. Holden's understanding of those hidden connections makes him far more valuable than he may even realize. Kane already knows that Matt has been playing dangerous spy games while secretly working on Victor's behalf. But Holden could possess additional pieces of the puzzle capable of exposing even deeper layers of deception. As more secrets begin to surface, Holden may become one of Kane's most trusted allies in the fight against Victor. That responsibility would place him at the center of an increasingly dangerous game, where every decision carries enormous consequences. The more involved Holden becomes, the more impossible it will be to shield his relationship with Claire from the fallout surrounding him. If Kane ultimately relies on Holden to help challenge Victor's next move and expose whatever hidden plans remain in motion, the emotional cost could be devastating. Every mission, every secret conversation, and every dangerous revelation would create even greater distance between Holden and Claire, leaving trust vulnerable to misunderstanding and fear. The romance that once seemed filled with hope could slowly unravel beneath the weight of divided loyalties and impossible choices. Claire may find herself unable to separate the man she loves from the dangerous world he is entering, while Holden may feel increasingly torn between protecting their future together and doing what he believes is right. Love can survive many hardships, but only when both hearts continue moving in the same direction. Right now, Holden and Claire appear to be drifting toward opposite sides of a conflict that neither of them created. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, their relationship may soon face its greatest challenge yet. And unless something changes before it's too late, this once promising romance could be headed toward a heartbreaking and unforgettable collapse.